Hey guys, how's it going? So we just woke up from a little nap. We're over here in American Canyon, waiting to go into the Coca-Cola facility. They're gonna let you show up about a half hour early at this place, so we have a little ways to wait still. So now that we got a little nap in, brushed our teeth and stuff, so hopefully I don't throw this cigar off. But we're gonna smoke the Liga Privada No.9. Oh yeah! I pre-cut this one earlier because I thought I was gonna smoke it on the way over, but I ended up smoking a Sanj Patel SP Red Passion, I think is what it's called. And I already did a video on it, so I didn't record that one. I just enjoyed it all to myself. Anyway, so we're gonna light this one up. It's got kind of a cocoa barnyard flavor to it. Hopefully the mintiness from my toothpaste don't throw it off though. I did just take a sip of coffee to kind of help kill that on my palate. To where it's not too minty fresh for the cigar. Let me know in the comments if you guys smoke a cigar after you brush your teeth and notice that it's off ever, or is it not, does not make a difference to you? Let me know. I'm kind of curious. I think it depends on the cigar, probably. Well, there's a little bit of mintiness in that, but we know that's what that's from, so we're not going to go with that. There's definitely a little bit of spice in the retro, a little bit of black pepper. I've seen a couple of trucks go by me that were at the facility of stocking getting loaded. I don't know what time their appointments are, but if they're where mine is, there's nowhere to sit. It's all no parking up there on the road where we got to go in. Definitely some kind of a baker's chocolate. It's not bitter, but it's not sweet, but it has that hint of chocolate. That earthiness is still there. But it's not a bad earthiness. You know, sometimes earthiness can be nasty. I guess you call it a dirty earth. This is a clean earth. It just has that kind of like fresh potting soil smell in a way, taste. Not quite like if you were to take potting soil and put it in your mouth, but that's just kind of like what it reminds you of. To me, that's kind of considered like a clean earth flavor. It's not too bad. Great draw though. It's not taking much to get a lot of smoke off of this. It's getting overcast again, like it's gonna rain again. Poured cats and dogs on the way over here. There's also a like that chocolate I'm talking about. It's almost kind of chalky, like a chalky chocolate, if that makes sense. A little bit of spice on the back of the throat, not much. It's very smooth smoke on the mouthfeel. Anyway, we're gonna let this at number 9 settle in, and we'll see how it develops. All right, you guys, this Liga Privada number 9 is smoking fantastic. It's down to a very chocolatey, but not like a sweet chocolate, and not a baker's bitter chocolate. It's kind of just a chalky chocolate, some earthiness, a touch of leather, a little bit of spice on the retro and on the back of the throat, but the smoke and the finish on the retro and on the mouth is very creamy. It's smooth. That's good. That is good, YouTube. Very just chocolatey creamy. And the leather's just a touch of leather. You guys know I don't like leather up forward, so that's really good. It's just a little bit on the tongue, but it's very minute. I got the wife over here kind of laughing at me, so. I'm FaceTiming the wife, and she's looking at me, and I don't know. It's kind of, I think she's trying to make me laugh. Anyway, that's the update. We're about halfway into this one. Anything else changes, I'll come back sooner than later. There's another truck that was at the facility. I wonder what times there. I've seen 3 trucks go by me. I'm talking to both of you guys to go by me. And I don't know what time their deliveries are, but if it's the same time as mine, all that area, which you know, you went with me in there, there's no parking whatsoever. It's all no parking, so I don't know where that is. Anyway, that's not my problem, right? Hi! Alright, guys. I'll be back. Alright, you guys. Man, this thing is such a good cigar. There is a little bit of a... I get it, like I said, I get it in some darker cigars sometimes, and I don't know what it is, but it's almost that cooling effect that you get after you blow out all the smoke that you would get like off maybe a menthol or something. But it's not minty. It just gives that kind of a cooling effect flavor on the palate. This thing is very smooth. Very smooth. Very good. Chocolatey, a touch of earth still, a touch of leather, just a touch of spice on the retro and on the tongue, and then on the smoke is still both out of the retro, and the finish is still creamy, smooth. Almost a nutty creaminess, but not quite nutty. It's very smooth and creamy, and then you get that cooling effect. And I get it in a lot of other cigars that are a darker cigar, and I don't know what it is. I still haven't been able to figure it out. So if you guys know what I'm talking about, I know I've said it in a couple of the videos, but nobody's comment on what it might be. If you get that, let me know. Let me know in the comments if you think you know what I'm talking about, and you get that same effect on darker cigars. Which I've done on a few Habanos also. which aren't, well, they're not a Connecticut, but they're not a Maduro, so, but they're kind of in between the light and dark. Anyway, I get in quite a few cigars, and I don't know what it is, but it's a nice flavor note in a way. It's the only way I can put it. So if you know what I'm talking about, let me know. But we're gonna go ahead and end the video here. We're about done. No reason to come back on in a couple of minutes. That is so creamy, smooth, and chocolatey. Remember, when I say chocolate, I'm not talking like milk chocolate. Just gives you the flavor profile of chocolate, but not sweet chocolate and not bitter chocolate. Just kind of that chocolatey profile. And at the beginning, it was kind of like a chalky chocolate. But now it's just kind of chocolatey, smooth, creamy. So anyway, that's the Liga Privada No. 9 by Drew Estate. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this if you've had one. Ooh, that was kind of a coffee note right there. Anyway, as always, thanks for tuning in and smoking a stogie with me. Hopefully you guys can hear me over all this traffic noise. But anyway, as always, try different sticks and always keep it smoky, my friends.